Bill come here physically, you know?
Yeah, and said he should walk in just a minute or two.
Good. I feel like I should say something profound, but I'm just filling space, so I'm not gonna do that. Nor can I guarantee anything profound. Anybody set a listing appointment today? No?
No, but I got one last week.
All right, we got one there.
You know what I mean? Like I got a listing.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Got another one under contract.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool, good job.
Yep. Yay. 4 closings in November. Set already.
Nice. Over here, so when he looks at the TV, it looks like he's looking at the camera. There he is. Oh, Bill. Oh, you're gonna be working on computer, aren't you? Are you, I'm assuming, or are you working off the laptop?
Oh, no, I'll work on that one.
Okay. All right, everybody, you do have it recording?
Yes, it is.
All right, this, we'll upload this to the YouTube page after this, so you guys will have access to it. So don't feel like you need to kill yourself taking notes, and we'll have it up there so you can pause it. It's easier than pausing Bill. He talks too much.
Yeah. That's right.
Cool. All right, y'all, have fun.
Let's see.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. All right. Let me get command pulled up here. See if I can share. Let's see, share. Will they
I'm not hearing anything. Am I the only one?
No, I don't hear anything either.
He's not talking yet. You can still see he's on mute.
All right, can everybody hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Can everybody see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, you're good.
Okay, so with campaigns and command, I have had definitely.
You gotta make sure it's recording. Sorry. Okay. Cool. All right. Sorry, guys. Hopefully that's.
Hey, Bill, is this going to be recorded?
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
It's being recorded now. So yeah, you don't have to do it as I go. You can just kind of watch me as I do it, and we can kind of go from there. So I have had some success with this, especially with the smart plans. And once I get them on the lead, I just put them on the smart plan, and then they talk. The computer does the work for me. And then Josie, my assistant, can go in and see who's responded. Some say stop and please don't talk to me anymore. And some actually say, you know what, we are looking to buy a house, we're looking to sell a house, so we have had success. My website, if you have not, that's another class entirely, but if you haven't utilized your website, I highly recommend it. I closed a $1.1 million home from my website this year, and I have closed, I had just put one under contract in Hendersonville from someone that downloaded my app. So it does work if you just stick with it. So first and foremost, let's go into settings just so you can all watch and see what as long as you have some of the things that you'll need. Okay, you will need to connect your Facebook, and you'll need to connect your ads manager. So you will have to have a business page to do this. So I have the Buildable Real Estate Group, and let's see, I think it is. Once you get connected to your page, it'll ask you which. I think I have two. I have an old golf page and I have a real estate group page. So you will need to connect that in order to do ads, because it doesn't it doesn't produce from your personal, it produces from a business account. So that, and if anybody needs help with that, it's another topic for discussion. We can do that. I can help you with that later. And then you go into campaigns. And I'm going to kind of walk you through two different ones that have worked for me though there's one that gets actually both of them get a lot of leads. And we'll go through what works, what has worked for me, and go from there.
Hey, Bill, would you mind sharing the meeting ID? I'm trying to switch devices and I can't get it on my third one without the ID.
857-447-74071.
I got lost after the second 7. 857-447.
74071.
Great, invalid.
Right.
All right. So the one that I've had the most success with, here was one that I did. You can see just what it looks like. We'll walk you through how to do it.
Bill, how much do you normally spend?
Yep, we'll get to that in a minute. But it's $25 is all I spend. So here was one. Low interest rates being now, it's time to buy. Call a text. I don't think I had many from this, but there was one that I did with the house that I sold. Okay, so here is the campaign that generally nets me pretty good. There were emojis. I don't know why that showed up right now, but home is where the heart is. Have you been looking in Asheville, North Carolina for the perfect place to call home? Or I also like homes where the heart is. Have you been looking for your dream home in Asheville for under $400,000? That is the one that I would get a lot. Definitely get a lot of clicks, and then it transfers to leads. I'm seeing about 10% ish, so 1380. I probably is low clicks on that one, but I usually see about 130 and then about 13 leads from that. So it's about 10% on each one is generally what I'm seeing on a good campaign. And then of course, as always, advertising a listing. Anybody can go through this one too. Here was a listing that I have. Thank God it's closing on Wednesday. And you can select multiple pictures. And it's like a carousel. So learn more, we'll get to this in a minute, but learn more is the most clicked button on Facebook. And then I always take them to my website. I don't take them, or I make a site. But again, those are classes for another day. Always put them to your website. You always want them coming back to you.
Sorry, I was gonna ask, how many pictures do you recommend doing? Because I know you don't want to do too many or too little.
3 to 5 on my listings. And then my buyer campaign just has the one. And they asked how many pictures do I use is what she asked. So 3 to 5 on a listing and then 1 on my buyer campaigns. So you'll go into, so you got paid ads, you got emails, you got direct mail and social posts. Social posts are free. And they're really just that simple. So my assistant can come in, you can shuffle through.
Bill, I don't remember how, because I haven't done this in a little while, but I know there's a way to do a whole slideshow very easily if you wanted to, like up to 10.
That's it. And that's when I say picking multiple pictures, that's the carousel that it'll put it on. Yep. But yes, it is. It's so easy. It's just, you just pick all 5 pictures and it just circulates all through all 5 of them, or up to 5. So these are some of your social posts over here. We'll go ahead and do one just so you can see how easy it is. It takes just a couple of clicks. It already takes my image that I have in there. It knows what my app code is. It's app.buildtheboard.com. Include that. And that is low today. Same better days. Yeah. There's that, and it'll post right, as you can see, it's attached to my Facebook, my personal Facebook, but then it goes to my business page. You can preview the post. So there's what it's going to look like. It's going to have my logo there. I don't know why it's not showing up, but there's the picture. Publish post. And Facebook is published. So if somebody wants to go and look at my Facebook page, you'll probably see it right now. And as easy as 3 or 4 or 5 clicks, and you have a social post that's out there. And you can do it, you can set them up in advance. That's what I like about this is you can set it and forget it. You can take a Sunday afternoon and do all of your social posting. Josie does that a lot for us. And we don't have to worry about it. They go out, all my under contracts, all my solds go out at a certain time when she sets them up, normally about noon. I try to post a lot. So if you are friends with me on Facebook, and you probably get sick of seeing me, but I post probably 10 to 15 times a day.
And these are just unpaid ads and it's.
These are unpaid ads. These are just
And then
people.
only show up to people who like this.
Nope. Then I go and share them to my personal page.
Okay.
And then 5,000 people see it. Or the other agents that are friends with me on Facebook that I try to get referrals from. So they know that we want to, they constantly know that I'm busy. Do the same. Plug there. So when someone thinks of Asheville real estate, who are they going to think of? There's not many people. I deal with a lot of out-of-town buyers and a lot of referrals and Sphere here a little bit, but it is more along the lines of just brand awareness, I think is the best word that I'm trying to use, and getting people, when people think Asheville real estate, I want them to think me.
Now, when you're collecting information from people on the ads, Are you collecting the information through your website and your app, or are you also creating a page that
It
exists
is.
on that app so you can collect that information?
Correct. We'll get to that in a minute, but it is a Facebook lead generation form.
Yeah.
And it does all the collecting of the data for you.
Cool.
So it takes, but you will sometimes get bad information.
Looking and tracking.
That's the only thing, is because it takes their phone number, their email address, the name that's associated to their Facebook page.
Right.
And then all they got to do is click, yes, whatever. Most of it's right. And I do have conversations with them. But it does take that information. All they got to do is click next, it submits it, and then it takes them right to wherever you have them going to.
Cool.
And I'll show you how to set that up. So then so those are social posts, and you can shuffle through. See, I just did that one, so it's published, all done. Shuffle through, easy peasy, app stuff. Definitely, I have the app.buildabore came from GoDaddy. I have buildabore.com that redirects them to the buildabore.kw.com. I use the KW sites. I have about 10 pages that I built out on it. Go take a look at it, buildabore.com. We'll probably do another class on how to do that. I did it at the beginning of the pandemic, how to grow out your pages and how to make your site actually attractive. And I have a blog. They can contact me in multiple different ways. So it is, and I put it out on everything. It's on my web, it's on my signs. So when a lot of traffic comes from when people see my signs and they go to buildabore.com. So then they can download the app, they can log in, they can do whatever they want. So, but I'd highly recommend scheduling out your posts in advance. It is just a lot easier, and take a Sunday afternoon. Like if Sunday's your day off, take an hour and schedule out all your posts for the week. Just get them all done. And then you can have them go out at any time, multiple times a day. And then I always share that these go to the business page, but then you can share them to your personal page. I have personal page, business Facebook, Instagram, personal Instagram, and a business Instagram. So I have 4 sources where people are seeing me constantly throughout the day. And then,
So Bill, just to independently confirm what you said, I went to your Facebook group, and that's really nifty. My app is here, which means your dream home is near. Download it today and search the smartest way, find the listings, send them to me. Just go to app.buildabore.com. So just to independently verify what you are saying, it does work.
And fast. And it took
and fast.
4 clicks, and they're already out there, and they're already done for you.
Delivery models.
So then direct mail, that is another campaign that you can do. I have done it a few times. Don't know that I've gotten a whole lot from it, but it is, you can send out a postcard for what, about 59 cents for the first class stamp on it. So, and they look good. They're a little small, but they are, if you're inclined to send out postcards, then you can do that. I just made a bunch of door hangers. I made the door hanger in Command, and then I printed it with Vistaprint. So I think we got 250 for $100.
Good.
And they are really nice, really big door hangers that will go pepper the neighborhoods with. So there's a lot that you can do. Email campaigns are now working, and then paid ads is where we'll start today. This again. Okay, so we will create and add social paid. I haven't tried these or this one. I think they're still working on that.
Okay.
And then you name your campaign. We will just do, who has a listing right now that you have a listing, don't you? I can use.
That's under contract.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, you can use it. Actually.
Yeah, that's fine, just for now. I don't have one. So
108. Awesome.
listing. 19. Okay. So you advertise listing. You can advertise multiple listings. Let's say you have some that are in a subdivision. Advertise multiple one. You can attract listings. Haven't really gotten a whole lot with that one. Attract talent. I'm doing that one for the Keller Williams. Brand awareness, same thing, and attract buyers. So the two that I find the most success with is attract buyers and advertise listings. And then Facebook. Facebook is the only one right now that will capture their lead information. It is just sort of brand awareness on Instagram. Kind of a waste of money in my opinion. So you're not collecting their data, which is what you want. So we will set up this campaign. So as you can see, first page, name it, whatever you want to name it. You could be, if you're going to do a listing, name it, the address. I usually do a buyer campaign. I put buyer campaign and then the date, so I know when I started them. Advertise listing or attract buyers, whichever one you want to do. I don't think there's any right or wrong answer. And then select Facebook. And then select setup campaign. And if anybody after this has any questions, feel free to reach out. I know it's a lot of information, but this comes up. Actually,
Finding the feed.
I have a question real quick.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm building a few as we're doing it. But can I put your phone number in there? Or is it going to flag me? You know, I know it links already. It's linking to my different pages. But, you know, a lot of times when people are clicking through, you know, I've gotten like 15,000 views on one of these before, and I only had, you know, like 80.
Then you can put there in the main copy text. Yes, you can put your phone number.
And it won't flag that because I don't think I've ever done that before.
You'll find out.
Yeah, and you wouldn't get flagged, they would just reject the ad.
You wouldn't get flagged.
I think that's what's happened. Yeah. I'm like,
rejected your ad. Did they reject your ad?
I think so. I'm sorry. I haven't done this in a little while. That's why I'm doing it for some motivation here.
So you can search your listings. This one, change here. And then when you do go to select your listing, do not select just my listings, only my listings. It's not going to pull it up for whatever reason. Go to all listings. And then there's my one in Mills River. We'll select it. It's going to bring up the first picture. There it is. It brings up what I wrote in so there's that. So there's your name, brings up the listing right there. All the pictures will be in here. Add text. You want to just make it short and sweet and to the point. No one's going to read. Most people won't even read all that. I'll go ahead and tell you. Put as many emojis as you can. People like emojis. You can add emojis from this little smiley face right here. Frequently used ones. And then okay. Headline. The headline would be something like click, learn more for detail. This is your call to action. This is what you want them to do. Tell them to do it. And then this one, the description, you can shuffle through. You could be coming home to this. Schedule a private tour with me today. View photos and videos of this home. And then you just save your ad text. You can see as you're going, it'll all be over here and you can see the replica of the ad. And then you save your ad text. Add media. So this is where you can add those pictures that Rebecca was talking about right there. And they pull all the ones from MLS. Now, they do kind of you can see here you can change the portraits. There's the view. I'll always showcase that one. And I want to showcase the kitchen. I want to do square. So there's that. I usually include my ownership statement. And as long as I have the file uploaded for the Keller Williams Professionals logo, it will automatically put it in there for you because it does have to be on there. So it does have to be on there. Save the ad media. Boom, all you do, it'll be that carousel. And then the Facebook ad. So my personal page, my business page, and it automatically puts it up there for me. So it'll go straight to my business page.
No question.
And then, yep.
Are you, okay, so mine went straight to my business page, but then I can just reshare it to my regular one, or is there a way to connect more than one Facebook on here?
No, so it does not go, you can't actually share these ads to your main page. This goes out to a selected group of people. You're targeting people. So it's not like you may see your own ad, because I see mine sometimes. I see a lot of people's in this room. I see it several. So
I just did one and it worked. It went right to, but it went just to my private page. So if I needed, and of course on Facebook, it gives you the option to boost post. And I admit I'm guilty. Sometimes I'll just pay for that because it's so easy just to hit that button through Facebook instead of using command.
in either one, but this one I can go and target the people. You can target people through that boost as well, but it's a little bit more tedious steps to do. I can go in here and with a few clicks, I mean, I've done it enough where I got it down to a science. I can have this done in 5 minutes.
Oh, look, all
So
the
it's just, yeah.
That's the one I just did.
Is that is not what that is just a Facebook post.
Yeah,
This will,
that's a free one. I didn't pay for that one.
correct. This would be an actual campaign.
I do that.
I would come to my, go here. And then we go to billDevore.com. North Mission Hills.
Okay, so bubble doesn't work.
And then, there we go. Okay, so then I click on this, and then it brings up the property website for me. And then I would just copy back to my campaign over here, and then where this destination is, there's where it's going to take them when they click learn more. When they click learn more, it's going to bring up that Facebook lead generation form right there that it says right here. Don't use a site or landing page because no one's going to type in their information. Use that lead generation form and then put in your property website for that group or for that house. Or if you do a buyer campaign, go and do a search of Asheville or Weaverville or wherever your area is and do a $250,000 to $400,000 price range, and then it'll show you every home in that area that's in that price range in that area, and then you can just copy and paste the link and put it there as well. And that's that link, and then add targeting.
Where is that sitting?
You can, it'll automatically will try to target Mills River. I will probably put, but then if let's just say I was doing Asheville, North Carolina, and a 30-mile radius. And here's where you're going to get interest of people. So if we type in realtor.com, not the pro, I don't want to advertise to a bunch of other realtors. People who like realtor.com, people who like Trulia, people who like Zillow, and those are the ones that I use. There is a first-time home buyer grant, I think is what it is, but I don't really use that one. The main ones, and less is more sometimes. So I save those selections. As you can see, there's a lot of people involved with each one of those, especially Zillow. Then save your Facebook ad. And now the duration and budget, I've had a few questions on this. How much do I spend? I've spent everywhere from $25 to $100 per ad. I don't think I got anything different than I did as far as leads go. I may have gotten more exposure. So I do 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The admin
Days.
panel for
5 days
platform.
and $25 per day. And you can play around with that number all you want. This is the one that I've had success with. 5 days, $5, $25. So you're not spending an arm and a leg to get your leads, but you are getting quality, or you're getting leads at a good price. So it's nothing crazy. So save that, and then literally you're done. And that's it. It's just trial and error and see what works for you, because what works for you might not work for me, and what works for me may not work for you. It's playing around with there's so many different things.
Admin panel for platform admin.
And then it is publish campaign. I have a credit in there. If you ever stop an ad, you'll get a credit back.
Hey, before you publish that, would you go back in and show me the section? Oh, too late. Did you already do
No,
it?
I can go back in.
I just was curious again, what was your target audience? Can you go
Oh,
back?
it was Zillow. Yep, I can tell you what it was. It was Zillow. It was realtor.com, and it was Trulia.
Okay, I'm just curious, how does that work? You show up on their websites, or just anytime somebody searches for that?
Anybody that has searched Zillow, Trulia, anybody who likes that, there's like 35 million people that have liked Zillow. So they are automatic. Anytime Zillow pops up in their newsfeed, you're going to pop up in their newsfeed too.
Smart.
So it behooves you those people are looking for houses, or have been at one point.
Oh yeah.
They see this listing and they may say, oh, that's what I'm looking for. Let me click on it. And then this is where if we go into smart plans, so now what happens when I have 11 leads, 15 leads, then what do I do with them?
Uber clone app.
My smart plan library, I literally Okay, there we go. So. New lead smart plan. This was taken from Nick Baldwin. He's Keller Williams command guru, we'll call him that.
Understood.
Let me reconnect my Twilio account. But here's it's first, as soon as that lead comes in, eventually, I'm gonna say eventually, they will have a trigger that it'll manually put them on there. They don't have it up yet, but it will be. You go in and manually put them on this now. But they send a text message. And there's a lot of it right there. Set a delay the next day, then they get a thank you email from me. And then another day, and they get another text message from me. And like I said, hi again, then there puts their contact's first name in there. I realize it may be difficult to see a home in person due to the current situation. So I'd be happy to do a FaceTime call with you or send you a quick video of the home. It's no trouble at all if you're interested, something like that. Another text message, most of it's text and email. And then
And
they respond. Yeah.
Did you just say that the leads that you get through that marketing, it will upload them to this automatically?
It will eventually. They're working on that right now for it to be an automatic trigger. So as soon, so you can set it up. You can set it up that a lead comes in and it automatically goes on this plan. Or someone has to go in and put them on the plan now.
Okay. Yeah, that's been my dead end because I don't have time to do that. I mean, there's been a ton in there and I tried to take just a day once to call them all. And of the, 20 that even if they put their info in there and it was correct, maybe, I, maybe got 3, which is still fine, which is still great considering.
But these leads, MREA says 50 to 1 on leads you don't know on non-Mets. So it's going to take a lot of leads to start converting. There's where people, they don't quite grasp that concept.
Yeah, and it's just for people that don't have the time, that's just so hard to do. This would be amazing once that happens.
So then once you can make this, and I think they're already actually in that, and they've uploaded a bunch of command or smart plan campaigns that you don't even have to build it. Like I built this out myself, so I had to type all this in and all that fun stuff. But it is
Now, when you have that, you have all that built out,
yes.
okay? Do you have to input each lead individually, or can you?
You can do a bulk.
You can do a bulk.
I can take that all 15. Yeah, I can do it.
Now,
I'd
what
like
if somebody starts engaging,
And you get a notification on your phone.
and then, but how do they?
You can
remove
respond.
them back? Once you respond, remove them from the campaign? or-
No,
They still- they keep getting out.
And they keep getting it. They still keep getting touches from you.
Yeah,
But you can respond back and forth. So then you can respond to them. I think I had one. Let's see.
Best practice is to take them off the automated drip campaign and then set yourself up for a task to remember to follow up with them. That way you're not giving them irrelevant information.
yeah. Yeah, because once they start engaging you, don't want them to
Correct.
feel like they're still like in a box system
Yeah.
or something like that.
Correct. And then, but they will, some of them will respond, well, I'm still looking, or I'm looking in, yes, please put me up on a search campaign for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in Hendersonville. I just had that. So it is definitely just a long game though. People, that's what I've had to learn is it just takes a lot of leads to start coming in and having conversations with them to, especially these are the Zillow leads that they send you. You get an email, oh, they contacted us and we forgot about it and here they are.
Right.
So, but
Yeah, these are cold leads.
these are, some aren't. It's both. I've closed some from this. I've got several under contract from this.
Yeah.
So, but some of them were, I've been doing this for a while. It's finally it's the long game. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And it's doing it every day. And the ones that say, well, I don't have time. Well, this is part of your lead generation, make time. And take the hour and a half, take the hour to plan this smart plan out so that you can really put them in here, and then this is doing it for you. You don't have to follow up with them. They're following up for you.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Now, out of the ads,
Mhm.
which ones have the best rate of return? Like when
Yep.
you're
So that
saying
buyer campaign is the best.
Yeah.
Are you looking for your dream home in Asheville for under 400,000? That's the best one, because everybody's looking for that right now. And you'll get a lot of clicks on it, and you'll get a lot of people. And even if you get 20 leads off of it for $25, that's still phenomenal. And put them all on a smart plan and just start talking to them. They may say, leave me alone. Okay, great. You're just not the one I need to talk to today. And then put them on another, then just keep doing it, and you're going to get one. And then you're going to spend $100 and you're going to close the sale. And it's going to be like, oh, people are spending thousands of dollars a month on Zillow and you just spent $100. That's a win in my book. But it is a long-term game. It is not just I'm going to do one $25 ad and I'm going to get my one sale. This is a long-term game, and this is lead gen, and this is what you need to do is just get them on the smart plan and let it do the work for you. And then when they're ready, then they contact you. Or they say, no, not right now. Okay, well, I'll take you off. But then you make a note, like Adam said, follow up with this person in a month.
Now, do we have a resource someplace with like sample scripts or anything like that for different smart plans that we can create?
So if you go into smart plans, this is new as of like a couple weeks ago, right? Like it's really good.
Yeah.
People are uploading their smart plans into the library.
Oh, okay.
So you go into smart plans. So I had my own that I created over the last year,
Yeah.
but now I can go into here and I always test it out too. You can see my tests. I test emails to myself. I'm not thrilled with the emails, and maybe it goes to spam.
Yeah.
Mine does, at least. And I don't. That's the only thing I don't like about the email for now, but maybe they'll change it. You can see here was the ones in the Keller Williams that they put out.
How does the Uber help?
Here's the top rated ones. And you can go through and see which one works best for you and what you need. And then you can go and change them.
Yeah.
You can go and put your name in there, and now it's your smart plan. But save it, and then you can do missing phone number, monthly call plan, neighborhood nurtures, and there's literally just bold law. There's one that sends the bold laws out. I mean, that's pretty cool. Potential seller, open house follow-up. So you do a bunch of open houses, put them on a follow-up plan, talk to them. Buyer arrival, smart plan. When you first met a lead, one comes in on floor duty. Here's the perfect smart plan for them. Seller arrival smart plan. Lori Bowen is a really good one. She's got a lot of good stuff. But just go through it, and there's literally a smart plan for everything that someone's created. Post-closing, do we need to keep up with our clients after we close the house? Is something.
Features.
And handwritten note cards still count as a touch, and I highly recommend that people want to get a note card. So, any other questions? Does that help? Yeah.
Would you tweak your target audience at all if you were listing just raw land?
You can go search the interests, and yeah, so you can go and you can click on. Let me show you. I can go back to
Give them like app for each part of the service.
on the interests button that was on that. It'll drop it down, and you'll be able to see everything that they can do. So yes, find what works. Like if you have a horse property, I think there's equestrian in there. It's going to go to people that like horses.
Okay.
So those are just some of the typical buyer ones that I do, because the buyers are on Zillow, Trillia, and Realtor.com.
All righty.
Yeah. So you can get as specific as you want. Don't get, you don't want like 8 of them. You want to keep it like 3 to 5.
Technology is used to build an app like Uber. Okay.
Does anybody have any questions? All right. Well, if anybody does, then feel free to reach out to me. Everybody can.
Geolocation.
Is
push
notification.
I have a question before you leave.
Okay.
I have come across numerous glitches. I mean, where just like I put an MLS number of property that I have for sale. The text will show up in the ad. Pictures will refuse to load. Or just weird, different things. Who do you contact that will actually get back in touch with you? Scott Leroy, I want to say he helped at some point, but who is the best to try to walk you through glitches?
That would be the command support and actual command. You can take
Yeah.
it.
Not had good luck with them, but maybe they've gotten better since. I mean, I'm talking 3 days later and I get an email.
And it's gotten better. Command has. I don't have as many glitches per se. And it's been a lot better working, but you saw it work today. So they are doing a much better job of that. So yeah, that's my advice. They are Scott Leroy. They can certainly help too. And just go on with that.
I would try Scott Roy first.
Yeah.
They respond really quickly and they are able to at least let you know if it's a global issue or if it's specific to you. If it's something that's specific to you, then go up to KWRI and go to support.
Yeah, they're awesome. For people, if anyone else on here hasn't used them, he does.
Yeah, and especially with importing contacts too. I mean, if you want to import your contacts, they'll do that. I mean, it really is. They got a really good system in place. So.
I just have a quick question. I see this is being recorded. Are we going to be able to have access to this?
Yeah, talk to Alex will probably be putting it out, and it'll probably be in the Facebook group.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And like I said, I know it was a lot of information all in like a 40-minute span, but it really is just a trial and error too. So try it, try different things, come up with your own content, come up. There's plenty of content that's on YouTube and Facebook. Command Your Conversion is a great Facebook group. There is Command Your Database. That is another great Facebook group, especially for smart plans. And just get plugged in. It takes a little bit of time. You know, I don't have to worry about most of this anymore because I've already done it. I did it early on. So, but it is just take the time to do it. And then pretty simple after that. It just takes a little bit of setting up in the beginning. And then you're set and then you're good to go.
Is it cost?
Those were both on Facebook. Are those your favorite resources for like?
And the majority, Facebook is great for that. Is my business. The majority of my business is coming from Facebook. Not necessarily from ads per se, but from posting and being visible.
No, what I meant is, what are your favorite resources for?
Oh, those two.
To learn how to strategize. Those
And then KW Command is another good site.
Marty Miller's 66-day challenge 4.0 is pretty much every breakdown and what you could possibly use command for. It's in there. He covers it. It's the most current version. So you want to start with 4.0. Also of note with trouble ticket items. Sometimes if it's a complicated or a super specific issue, they'll request that you Loom like your settings, and you'll go through and it's video recording your screen, and you can send that Loom video to the help desk with KW Command, and they will look at it, address it, you know, and I guess follow through if there's something that they can solve right away. So I found that to be helpful as well.
But yeah, but then to my other point, the majority of it is coming from posting and being visible, and secret referral groups in Facebook. Getting involved and just getting to know people, especially now that KW, we're not doing family reunion and mega camp. You can still do them online, but getting to know people in other market centers is huge too. So these ads are, like I said, they're not the end all be all. It's not going to be your entire business. It is a portion of the business. It's part of it. And just starting and getting them going, and seeing what they do, and then just put them on the smart plan, talking to them, and when they're ready, they'll reach out. And I've got, like I said, a couple under contract. does work, especially your website. I highly recommend that. And if anybody's interested, we can probably do another class on building out your website. But that may need to be an in-person because
Shamelessly plug here. For anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Jacob. I'm the Market Center Tech Trainer. Any questions or need help with building out your marketing materials on command?
that's a better idea. Don't call me, call him.
Yeah. You want to put my appointment setter in the chat?
It's not my job anymore.
Yeah.
But I hope that was helpful today. Like I said, if you have any questions, I or Jacob is here both, and we can kind of walk you through it. And I hope you guys have a great afternoon. And this like the recording will be available. Just talk to Alex, and I'm sure she'll get it out for you. You guys have a great afternoon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bill.